car fans, welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral, and this week I want to show you how I do vinyl tops. And I spray them with my airbrush. Both of these have been done. You've seen this one before, so you can see the strip here and the vinyl top and the texture. And I've done that with my airbrush and just paint, and then did the styrene strips here. But I'll show you how I do that. But I've done this one, and then I also have done this 72 Chevelle, same thing. Put the strips on and then painted it. This is done with paint, and I just used Texture's semi-gloss paint and spray it with my airbrush. So I'll show you tips on how I do that. It's just kind of funny that, you know, looking at these, apparently I like to put vinyl top on red cars because this Charger, of course, is red. And I've already scuffed the clear coat. This thing has been cleared. And then the bar is across the top. I'm doing a 3/4 length vinyl top. And on this one it's kind of easy because it's seamless. There are no seams. So after researching the car and double checking everything, it's just one piece of vinyl across the whole top. And I think because of the way it doesn't go here, it kind of makes it easier, and they don't need to do a seam. But these two cars have seams. Now this one I remember masking off and just spraying the seam part, and then spraying the whole top to get the little bit of build up to make it stand out. This one I did it a little differently. I remember masking off just the center section, spraying the center section, and then a small little mask overlap, and then spraying each side separately, and then the final coat spraying the whole top to make sure the sheen stays the same. So I will get this going and get this masked up and ready to spray, and then I will take this outside and I'll show you the airbrush and the settings and actually doing it. Now this is just the way that I like to do it currently, and it works really well for me. I have done the masking tape vinyl top setup, and works great. I'm not knocking it. I did, though, the one that I did do way back when, I don't have the model kit anymore, but here's a picture of it. It's a truck, it's a Phantom Dually, and I did the complete vinyl top with masking tape and the tonneau cover with masking tape. And I liked how it worked, and it looked really good. But because of the way the roof was shaped, it was hard to get it around it, and the tape was also peeling off. So stick around, and I'm going to get this masked up, and we'll take this outside, and I'll show you the next steps. Okay, well here we are in the backyard. Got my Grex airbrush right here with the pressure set. This is my normal setting, and the regulator adjustment screw right here. My airbrush, which I'm going to change the bottle out and use the gravity feed right here to pour the paint in. And I'm using Tester's semi-gloss black, just right out of the jar here, and then I'll be spraying it. And I started a mask disc, and it's mostly readiness mounted. I'm just going to mask around it and finish getting that ready. So we'll get those things done here. Alright, I got this all masked off, and I'm ready to spray in here. Like I mentioned before, this particular one is done as one piece, so I'm going to do it as one piece. But it's masked and ready to spray. And so now I just need to get the airbrush ready, so I'll move that off to the side. And here's where I start playing with this. I got myself a white piece of paper so I can experiment and see how it's going to spray. So first thing I'm going to do is put some paint in the cup here. We'll start to see how it sprays. Okay. Alright, so we got some paint in there. First, let's see how it sprays normal pressure through the tritium. Okay, you can kind of see it's real fine mist, but it's a mist. So let's turn the air pressure down and see how it splatters. It's splattering, still kind of fine, but it's splattering. So let's turn it down a little bit more. Now I got it about 10. Let's see how it sprays. Much thicker. Okay. So maybe down a little bit more. That's about 8 psi. There we go. I'm liking that splatter. So if you can see how it's spraying, it's splattering. Okay. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get to spray and let it dry as a texture. So pretty simple. Once you got that down, you just start spraying. Just let it splatter right on there. And it doesn't look like it's doing much, but it's done in stages. Just let it splatter. And just keep going all over it. Now hopefully you can see that. And just keep doing a number of coats. And because I'm doing low pressure and I'm splattering, I'm getting kind of close. And if you like how it's going or you want it to do a little bit more, you can turn the pressure back up a little bit. So let's see what happens if I do that. About 15. Now it's spraying more paint. Still got a bit of a texture. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. It's spraying pretty good. Got a nice little texture to it. And then you can let it dry a little bit. And then you can also thin the paint out a little bit more and spray it on there again. Give it a little bit more of the shine instead of the texture. All right. Now let's do that. Let's add a little bit of thinner. This is where it's a delicate balancing act. And with a tritium, you put your finger over the thing and press it, it blows right in the cup. See it? Stir it up. And let's see how it sprays on here now. I turned the air pressure way up to make it spray because it's still pretty thick. So we'll turn it back down. So it's got a really nice texture to it. And then and spraying at a different pressure makes the droplets a little more fine, kind of filling it in, but still got a very, very nice texture to it. And then we'll let it keep drying. But since I'm spraying a semi-gloss, kind of thin, right. Add a little bit more thinner to it. Now it's spraying much finer. More of how you would want it to spray. And then if you want to give it a little bit more even shine to it, now's the time to do that. So there we are. Give another quick coat. I'm just trying to keep the semi-gloss even. And she's looking really good. Now we'll be setting that down, let it dry, and then start unmasking it. But I'm really happy with the way that has come out. And then all I got to do now after that is do all the foil, pull all the masking tape off. So we'll get this set aside. Actually, I have a spot right in the back of my airbrush compressor for that. Alright. Just pulling all this masking tape off gently because I don't want to pull any of the clear off. This is an easier said than done sometimes, but it's coming right off. So what do you think of that? Okay. So there it is. Got my vinyl top sprayed on there. So I hope you like those simple little tips and tricks there to how to spray a vinyl top using just paint and your airbrush. And like I've done this a few times and I haven't had any issues with it. I think this is my third or fourth, but third one for sure. Pure vinyl top that didn't have one, and I've done this on some where the texture isn't all that great, but the vinyl top was molded in, and I was really happy with the way it came out. So this one's looking great. I'm really excited about this, and I hope you enjoyed it too, and this helps you, and you can play with your airbrush and play with the settings and the thickness of the paint to see what it comes out to. So I'm gonna clean my airbrush and do some more things to my models at the moment, but this is gonna sit and dry, and then I will move on and continue to build. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I hope this really helps you. You guys, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again.